Okay. So today what we will do here with the help of this random function, so we could try to develop such functions or such programs. So I'll take a basic application of a snake and ladder game. So without any graphics, that means if you wanted to design it properly, you need a graphical things. But we can do the backend processing. So the backend programming I'll try to do today. So we'll try to implement a basic or the very basic application of a game, snakes and ladder game. So we'll see how to implement that with the help of the Python programming, also with the help of your random functions. Okay, so let me proceed for that. Okay, so the what are my requirements or what are the program requirements or the game requirements I'm going to give here. So I'm just making an application for the two-player game with minimal number of steps. Suppose say if I consider snakes and ladder game, so it involves with a few snakes and few ladders. You know, when you go to the ladder position, you'll be climbing up. When you go to the snake position, you will be coming down. At the end, who reaches to the first, the last position, they will be the winner, declared as a winner. That is what we wanted to do with this application. So for that thing, we'll start basically. So first, I'll put the comments. So what exactly we are doing in this? Then what are the basic importing needed? So maybe you require a random function because I wanted to use a random function in this. So I'll be importing random here. This game is about, suppose in this game I wanted to take a 50 steps. That means the maximum position is the 50th position. Once the user reaches the 50th position, the game is over. So whoever reaches the first, so they will be declared as a winner. And out of these 50 steps, I may be considering four ladders and four snakes in different positions. Okay, so that we will consider while developing the program. So for this thing, so I'll be declaring the variables. Maybe that means how many players are needed. So I'm giving an application for the basic of 2 players. So I'll take a list. So initially their values I'm giving 0, 0. That means the starting positions for the players. See here, if I write 2 values means 2 uh, variables are available. So this can be used for the player 1 and this can be used for the player 2. So which means if you wanted to access a player 1, so you should use player of 0. So which means it is the first player's value. So this value in the given example, it is 0 as of now. This we can do. If you wanted to access player number 1, you have to use a 1 index position. Fine. So we have taken 2 players with the initial values as 0 and 0. Then followed by, so what we need here. Now we need to check, or you can give a basic messages like print. Now I wanted to design this program a little bit. This is only to format the output in that way. Print. Now from here, if the game begins, the hashes what I put is just for a designing purpose, because if you see the message in the hashes or something, so it looks a little better. That is the reason I'm just putting this. So fine. So
Sir, codes for games string is
The
not
second line.
complete.
okay, fine. Now here I wanted to repeat this process, right? Because once the game starts, so the process is keep on repeating because user 1 throws and user 2 throws and the moves will happen. So after reaching to certain limit only, we will stop the game. So what is our end point? So we were generating a 50-step ladder game, so that I'll be using a condition. I wanted to perform certain operations repeatedly till the time it doesn't meet a condition. Like suppose say player, any of the player reaches to 50th position, I should stop there. So player of 0 is not equal to this value you can fix. Okay, I'm just making this program is only for the 50. You can take a variable and you can supply that variable also. So based on that, you can increase the number of steps of the game. So here I'm going with only 50. I'm So and we used to have this keyword in Python. So player of 1 is not equal to 50. So which means you can see here, right? So I'm putting a while loop. So this while loop is keep on repeating till the time either player 0, that means first player reaches to 50 or second player reaches to 50. If both of them are not reaching, means you can see AND operation means both the conditions must be true. So here if player is not at 50, that means first player, second player is not at 50 means no one has won as of now. So the game has to proceed. That is the reason AND operation is there. So this is true, this is true. So we will continue with this. Suppose if player 1 reaches to 50th position, this condition becomes wrong because player 0 already in 50th position, not equal to 50, condition is wrong. So that time, so AND operation is going to fail because for AND operation will become true when only both the conditions are true here. So here one condition is false.
Sir,
Yes.
so why player is 0 of 0?
Those are index positions, right? Because a player is a name of the list I took. In the two values are there. So this is first variable, this is second variable. So this will represent user 1, this will represent user 2. How to access user 1 value? So name of the list and its index position. So this is first player. So player 1 means it is a second index position. That means this index position, this is representing the second player. And the values 0, 0, what are given is the initial values of the two players, positions of the two players. Once they throw the dice, the values will be increased. Okay.
Sir, then this player of one will execute, sir.
So that is index position, right? What is index position of this list? This is 0 position, this is 1 position. Player of 1 value is what as of now 0, right? 0 is not equal to 50, condition true. Player of 0, in the 0 index position, what is there? 0 is there. 0 is not equal to 50, again true. So we are entering into the loop. So after entering into the loop, now I should take the chance. So for that thing, I'll just take another variable, something like I. Initially, I declare this I is equal to 0. That means player of I. I won't use 0 and 1 all the time because I may need to write the same steps again and again. For that thing, I'll take help of a variable that is I. So player of I. So what is the value I substituted? 0 here. Okay. I'll just take a simple message here before giving that. So print player comma I plus 1 URN. Okay. So which means you can see here whenever this print message execute player I plus 1. Suppose if first player is throwing the dice, so I is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. So player 1 turn. Okay. If I is 1, that is the change we need to do in the program. How to increment the I value to 1 to 0, 0 to 1. This is a shifting of the value 0, 1, 0, 1 should happen. Because one time player 1 throws, one time player 2 throws. So we need to update the value of I in the program according to that. That will stay in the end. So as of now, the I value changes from 0 to 1, 0 to 1 every time. When it is 0, it is player 1 turn. When it is 1, it is player 2 turn. Because 1 plus 1, it is player 2. Fine. Now we'll proceed with this. So player of I, because whatever the value of I, based on that, that particular player will throw. Then plus equal to. Then the function is related random dot rand int of, because the dice will be having 6 moves, 6 faces. So I'll be using random dot rand int of 1 to 6. So which means this rand int will generate any one of the value for that. Now whatever the value generated, you can see here the plus equal to, you know how to expand this. This will be added to the player 1. Suppose whatever the place. Suppose if I is 0, player 0 value is initially how much? 0. Suppose this rand int generated 3. So which means now player 0, that means first player position will be 3. So this value here updated to 3 in the memory area. Likewise. Similarly, when if player 2 is playing, then again it will generate some random number. Suppose it generated 4. Now we get here 4 for the second player. So this is the third position and that is the fourth position. Okay. Is it clear? What is the statement here I have written clearly? Everyone got understood what is the use of this statement? Because this is the only statement who controls the full game. Yes. Okay. Now we got a move because once the dice is been thrown, so we will be knowing the what is the move of that particular player. Now based on that move, now we need to find out what is the position, whether we have a snake, whether we have a ladder, or if nothing is there, it will simply move like that. So for that thing, we need to check. So before starting the game only, you can alert the user. Suppose say print, you have given suppose position. Suppose I'm taking the ladders in the position 4, or maybe 14, 28, and one more we can take at some other position, something like 32. Okay, are ladders. This is to only in-game information because we cannot show it on the screen as a graphic design. So I'm just giving a message initially. This is an optional. Maybe if I take 10, 25, 38, we'll put 48 as again one more snake. So whenever user reaches to this position, now he will get the benefit or whatever the outcome of that will be happen. So for that thing, we need to check what is his current position. So for that, I'll just use an if condition. A player of I is equal to, suppose initially I'll look for the ladders. If player of I is in the position 4, R, so I'll write all the ladder positions here.
14, 28, 32.
Yeah. R. Okay, fine. So we got the 4 positions.
14 should be there, no?
Yeah, I need to update that. So 32 is one position. We got the ladder, and then 28, then 14. So if any one of the condition is met here, means because R operation I am using, right? When I use R operation, one of the condition must true. If any one of them is true, means so he has achieved a position where he got a ladder. The same message we can give to the user, that so print lucky okay. Then once he got the ladder, now we need to update this position, right? The position must be update based on the current location is he is there. Either it may be in 4, suppose if he is in 4th position, if player of I is double equal to 4, then I may need to move him. Suppose if from the 4th position, if he is jumping to the 16th position, then I should update the player position as 15, right? So player of I plus or is equal to 16. Because when he got the ladder from the 4th position is moving to the 16th position. Similarly, if he got a ladder at position, player of I, suppose he is at the position something like 14. From 14 to I wanted to move him to something like 23. These are all like my choices, so you can take any positions. So from this position, I'm giving you to the 23. Similarly, if so player of I is equal to in the position 28. Now I wanted him to move to the position of I is equal to from 28 to maybe 36 we'll take. 36, we are not repeating, right? Okay, 36. So we have finished with the, what are the ladders we have given. Now, then we need to write the looping statement or if condition for the snakes now. If, so what are the positions of snakes we took? So 10, 25, 38, 48. So similar kind of statement you should write here. Then you need to update the values. So as of now, we took the snakes positions are 10, or if player of I is in the position 25, or he may be in 38 or 48. If any of the condition is met here, I just wanted to give a message, print, simple message like oops, it's a snake. So something like this, then followed by the if conditions. Now I need to find out the positions clearly. Suppose if player is in the position 10, maybe I wanted him to move to the position equal to 3. Okay, then one more if condition, similar conditions will write. So player of I is again double equal to, suppose the position is this time, next move is 25. From 25 to we are taking him back to the player of I is equal to, maybe I want to take him to the position 9. Maybe 19 will be little. So if player of I is equal to in the position 20, which is the next one, 38, right? From 38, I wanted him to move to the position 25. Similarly, the last condition, the player of I is equal to 48, right? 48 position. I wanted to move him to the straight away 0 position. I is equal to 0. So if he reaches to the 48 position, again he will come back to the maybe first position. So this is done. So we have done with this. Now we have made the moves with the snake ladders, and we have made the moves with the ladders. And here this position should be 1. Okay. Now this if we have done. Now within the while loop, now this is for the one particular move. Once a user throws a die, we have a one move. Now this will execute for the one time, but this whole process should keep on repeating. That is the reason we kept everything under the loop. Now this whole process is under the loop. Now this is keep on repeating, but only problem here, the value of I we need to maintain. So how to make, because there are two positions we should consider, I value should move from 0 to 1 and again 1 to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to, because it should be a cycle motion. The 0, 1, again 0, again 1, again 0. So we should write such formula. So how can we make a 0 as 1 or 1 as 0? So for that thing, I tried a little formula. So we will see that. Suppose if I take I is equal to I plus 1, because if you take I is equal to I plus 1, it keep on increasing, right? So it won't happen. So I'll take I plus 1 modulus 2 here. So we'll see this. Initially I will be 0, right? When I is 0, if you substitute 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 modulus 2, result is 1. So what is I value? 1. When I is 1, now 1 plus 1 is taken, which is 2. So 2 modulus 2, which will be remainder 0. Okay, so one time I is 0, other time is I is 1. So this is keep on exchanging the values from 0, 1, 0. When 0 is there, player 1 is executing. When 1 is there, so player 2 is executing. So this whole process continues like this. So once this is over, now we need to come out of the loops. Then externally, I should write a while loop. While loop is done. Now here we should put one more condition if. Because once you come out of the while loop means, so some user is declared as a winner. Then only we can come out.
So that I formula should be outside the if loop, right?
Yeah, correct. So this should be the outer in the scope of the while loop. Correct. Now if now we need to check, so who has won this, because this condition is saying out of any two player who reaches to 50 position, he will be the declared as winner. Now I need to check the player of 0 is equal to 50. So which means the winner is, so print, I'm declaring player, congratulations, some message you can give, congratulations, something. Otherwise, if player 1, suppose he reaches to 50, so this time the message should given to the player 2. So the spelling I'll change. Fine. So this is how it is been happen. So I'll just, let me see. So if we could possess any errors, we have to solve such errors and we need to proceed back. It is keep on repeating, it is not asking. So which means the game is keep on progressing. So someone need to reach to the position 50. Actually, we could apply many functions to await the program, and you can see the player 1 done, player 2 done. You can see the player 1, player 2 keep on repeating that. How long this game will go? You can see the turns are happening properly, player 1, player 2. So okay, so for the simplicity, so because I'm not sure like whether the game is keep on proceeding or any bug in the program making the program to run like this continuously. So for that sake, I'll something simply I'll just apply few limitations. I'll reduce the snakes because I just wanted to make the user to proceed further. If everything works normally in this case, so we could continue with the other parts of this because I just wanted to test it. Because our while condition is correct, player 0 not equal to 50. Player 1 is not equal to 50. At some point, someone has to reach to the position 50. If they won't reach, this game won't stop. So keep on executing this. So let us try with this because we have applied only one sneak. Oops, it's a sneak. So after that, okay, int is not sub. Okay. Okay, so there is no issue. The previously whatever happened is like it is keep on remove rotating like that. So player one turn, player one turn, player one turn. Okay, got the ladder. So something is a okay. So this came into the if loop position. So we need to make it to the while loop. I is equal to I plus one. So congrats, player one wins.